So one of the cornerstones of low arousal, as we develop it over the years, is it still all starts with us. The things that we talk about, demand reduction, the issues around how we apply those principles, the practical things about non-verbal communication, they're all appropriate. But actually we've moved much beyond those, what I call microskills, to thinking conceptually about the approach. And the other thing about the approach, which to me has always been central, is that relationship building is key. Too often I see a key worker in situations or others who really doesn't like the person they're supporting. I can't train them to like them, but I'm able to train them to empathise. So the concept of empathy, double empathy, is really a huge part of our work. We can improve relationships by people by getting them to all reflect on their relationships. That's from a staff team to families to others. But I think the final area, which I've been avoiding talking about for a long time, is the word trauma. Trauma has become a buzzword in modern society. People's services have to be trauma informed or trauma aware. These are really great phrases and they're really important, so long as they're not just phrases. To say I'm aware of your trauma doesn't necessarily mean I'll do anything about it or try to help you with it. So our approach around stress and trauma is we see them as bedfellows, that they are people that sit comfortably together. You don't have traumatised people who aren't highly stressed and hypervigilant. You don't have people who are highly stressed who quite often are traumatised. So the idea of how we apply low arousal approaches in a transdiagnostic way is people with complex trauma and a range of conditions are hypervigilant. Their information processing is much more inefficient. Signals of threat in the amygdala in our brain are very, very commonplace. So part of our entire approach that ties up our clinical and other work in Studio 3 is to actually say what we're working with is trying to create calm and regulated environments for those individuals. And the only way we can do that is to start with that phrase, to thine own self be true. You start with changing your own behaviour, not other people.